Hey! In the previous lessons, you've learned how to create a new view and use the view settings. You're now ready to customize your views, so they're more conducive to your daily activities. Let's set up the leads view in the accounts object so it better fits my sales rep's workflow. Once we've opened the view, we can use the options on the top right to customize it. Let's start with the sort option. This lets you order all the records in your view by any of the fields in the current object, which in this case is accounts. For example, by looking at the sort option, you can see that this view is sorted based on the account name. If we click on this section, we'll open up a list of all the fields in the accounts object. Here we can search for and select a different field to sort our accounts by, such as they're created on date. The arrow pointing down next to this field lets us know that the records are sorted in descending order, meaning in reversed chronological order, so that the latest date will appear first and the oldest date will appear last. If we click the arrow, the direction will switch and the records will now be sorted chronologically. The sort option permanently sorts this view for all users. Let's say the sales manager instead wants to temporarily sort the lead accounts by the account owner field. To do this, they can simply click the field's name in the top row. The small black arrow lets us know that the records are now temporarily sorted in ascending order according to their account owner. If the manager instead wants to sort them in descending order, they can simply re-click the heading. The arrow will now point down and the accounts will be temporarily sorted from Z to A using their account owners' names. By refreshing the page, the view will revert back to the permanent sort settings we set earlier, which was the created on date. Now that you know how to sort your views, let's go over columns. You learned earlier that the columns display the fields in the current object. For example, the account name column here shows the name of each account, while the lead source column shows the source of each lead. The columns in each view are completely customizable and should be chosen based on the fields you frequently use. For example, as part of the sales representative's daily work, they need to reach out to these leads. Let's add the phone and email address columns so that the reps can easily find this information. First, click the Columns button to open a list of all the fields in the current object. The green toggle here shows us the fields which are currently being displayed. By searching for a field, such as the phone field or the email field, and then switching their toggle, we can add them to the view. The reps don't use the account number field, so let's remove it by clicking on the green toggle next to it. You can add up to 20 fields as columns in this way. We can now drag and drop any of the fields in the list to reorder them. Let's move the phone field so it's displayed closer to the front and the lead source to the end of the list. Now the lead view columns are customized for the sales reps and show them the exact data they need. If a column isn't the right display size, you can simply click and drag the edge of it to any size you want. The business accounts prefer to be reached via their primary contact and not their main phone line. Let's display the primary contact's phone number for each account so that the sales reps can use it to reach out. You may remember from our previous lessons that contacts can be related to accounts using the primary contact field, which is a lookup field to the contacts object. If we search for the primary contact field in the columns list, you'll notice an arrow to its right. By clicking this arrow, we'll open a list of all the fields in the contacts object. Here we can search for and add the primary contact's phone number to the view. The phone number field is called a related field because the field itself belongs to the contacts object and is only related to the account here. The name of the field will be displayed as its name followed by parenthesis with the name of the lookup field which relates it to the account. In this way, you can display fields from any related records and completely customize your columns. That's all for now. Be sure to check out the next lesson where we'll go over filters.